For 5.1, we are going to start learning about ratios. And so we can see a ratio is a comparison, right? We're just comparing this and this. So it's comparing two numbers with division. Comparing two numbers by divisions. Make sure you get that written down there. So here is an example. So for every one donut you bought, so you bought one donut, you bought 3 cookies. You buy another donut, you buy 3 more cookies. One more donut, 3 more cookies, and you're just continuing to do that. So what is the ratio of donuts to cookies? So if we look, we bought, oh, my pen just disappeared. Okay, so it wants to know how many donuts we bought. Well, we bought 1 donut to how many cookies did we buy? 3 cookies. So the ratio of donuts to cookies is 1 to 3. So we're just comparing those numbers. I bought this many donuts, this many cookies. So make sure you have that part filled out there. So here's another example. We have 7 pencils and 4 pens. And this time we're going to write the ratio of pencils to pens. Now we can actually write a ratio 3 different ways. So the first one is with the word 2. So I could say the ratio was 7 to 4. So not the number 2, 2. We're just comparing it. It's this to this. So make sure you have that written down. We can use 2. The next way we can write a ratio is to use a colon. And we say it the same way, 7 to 4. 7 to 4. And the last way we can write a ratio is as a fraction, right? Because we said a ratio is comparing with division. This line means division, 7 to 4, 7 out of 4. So there are 3 ways you can write that. And on your assignment, you're going to be asked to do all 3 ways. So we'll say write the ratio 3 ways. So 2, colon, fraction are the 3 ways to write a ratio. We can also compare different types of ratios. So you can write it 3 ways, and then there's also different comparisons you can make. So again, we still have that same pencils and pens, and we're going to write the ratio of pencils to pens. So we can do part to part. We can just compare these pencils to these pens. This part, 7 to 4. But we can also compare a part to all of it together, and we can do part to total. So we have 7 pencils, but total, we had 7 pencils and 4 pens. So total writing utensils, we have 11. So we can compare part and part, or we can compare part and whole. Now, this is really important. The order that you answer these in matters. If it says pencils, then pens, you have to say pencils first, then pens. If it says pens, then pencils, you have to say that. You have to go in order. The order matters. If you flip it, it will be wrong. So let's try out some examples. So in a bag, we have 4 red marbles. So I'm going to get my red, and I'm going to underline my red ones, just so when I go back, I don't have to think as hard. I have 6 blue marbles and 3 green marbles. So we know what we have now. So we're going to answer some questions here. So this one wants red, then blue. So we have to put red first, then blue. If I do blue, red, I'll get it wrong. So our answer, red, is 4. And we're comparing that to blue is 6. If I put 6, 4, it's the same numbers. That would mean I had 6 red and I only have 4. 4 to 6. So now it wants blue, then green. So blue is 6 and green is 3. Our next one, we want green. We have 3 that are green, and then total. So we have 4 that are red, plus 6 that are blue, plus 3 that are green. So we're adding all of them together to make that total. Every marble in that bag. So here's 10 plus 3 is 13. So 3 are green out of the total is 13. And this time it wants the total. We just figured it out was 13. So 13 goes first. and we're putting red second, we have 4 that are red. So, right, so that order matters. If I do red first, that's going to be wrong because this one said total red. So you have to write the ratio in the right order. And our last one wants green is 3. And then blue was 6. So I can see right here, like these are opposites. They're the same colors, but in a different order. You have to go in order. That order matters. So we have 3 ways we can write them. So colon, fraction, 2. We can compare parts, we can compare totals, but you have to put them in the right order. So a few things you could color, no more than 5 minutes, right? Color in that sign that says order matters. That is very important. Color in those cookies, those donuts to help you connect that information. So get your notes done and get them checked off.